Greetings, fellow anglers. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to Dredge, Episode 5, Hermitage. You stand in the center of a campsite. The fire embers are cool, but the ash is steadily billowing out into the wind. Take a closer look. A large flat rock sits atop the charred wood of a campfire. A handful of tiny fish bones can be seen poking out of the ashes. Kick the ashes. You kick the ashes, and your foot hits something hard at the bottom of the pile. We found a research part. Look for footprints. You find no footprints, but unfamiliar symbols have been sketched into the dust nearby. Some have been erased with a hasty sweep of a foot. The tent is a sheet of cloth suspended over some sticks. There is nothing inside, save for a smothered hollow in the dirt where someone slept. While I'm here, I'm going to get you guys voting on what next research. So for rods, it's the versatile one. For pots, it would be either of the basic pots, and for nets, it would be one of the three improved nets. And I think, yeah. I might sleep here because I'm just looking for wood for the last upgrade. Oh, and it's right in front of me. How convenient. Oh man, even more research. Bring it on. So that's the last piece of wood, unless I get attacked by that Goliath and it kicks it out of my boat again. Wow. I'm gonna be a brainiac after this. Alright, let's get back to the floating pontoon, which is... either direction works, but because I haven't really explored this direction, I might as well go this way. And I have four research parts, so I could fully get the versatile rod. Oh no, don't hit me! Jesus. Hey, Chaos Dino, thank you for the resub. And cheers. Happy 2 years. Gotta say, those trawl nets really haven't been pulling very much. I guess one is fancy, but yeah, not a lot of scratch being made that way. So now I can work to the new hull. So really just 2 pieces of lumber and 2 refined metal, which she sells. Of course, she sells at really high prices, but there are cheaper ways to get it. I'll just say that much. But she sells it at $4.50 a piece. She sells it slightly cheaper than it was before because I have read the book she offered me. I'm also going to repair the Mouth of the Deep, and it lasts for 10 days. So that's a long time that thing will be getting traps for me. All right, let's go for rods. Boom. Versatile rod unlocked. Oh. So if I wanted to buy the versatile rod, I'm going to need a lot more money than I currently have. I'm contemplating whether I want to ditch the trawl net. I think I'll keep it for now. See if I can't find a good place to put this mouth of the deep trap. Like if there's a plentiful spot in the deep ocean somewhere, that'd be cool. Catch some deep crab. But maybe not. I'm not seeing anything plentiful out this way. What about near this? Alright, I'll plop it here. Mouth of the deep. So, question for you. What to do next? So we could do the Hermitage, Best Before, or Collector. Or just focus on the ship upgrades. Which would mostly be just making a ton of money. Because the remaining ship upgrades are just very expensive. It would be $450 a pop for the metals. And and then, you know, the upgrades themselves, which is pretty expensive as well. I'm a little tempted to buy one more jet drive engine, just to go as fast as I can. And it looks like you guys want maybe Best Before, so I'm going to sleep in order to try to get that done by undocking in the middle of the night with minimal panic and do the Best Before pursuit. I'll just call that pull a little early. These traps here still probably have plenty of space left in them. So I'm heading into the Gale Cliffs, looking for conger eels, and trying to avoid that behemoth that eats me. Who's right behind me, isn't it? Don't look back, just keep moving. There was also the crest in here that if I'm not being chased so closely, I might be able to try to get to. Oh, there it is, conger eel. And the quest required it to be rotted, but not entirely rotted, just mostly rotted. There's 2 stages to rot. There's like rotting, and then there's just like a pile of rot. God, I can't. There it goes. Alright, so here's the Hermitage crest. And while I'm here and not being hunted by that terrifying fish, I might as well just grab that too. And the Zelda player in me knows to go behind the waterfalls. So here is an abyssal fish. And this is quite likely the oarfish that was rumored to be here. So I should return back when I can fish up abyssal. Oh, I found refined metal. Sitting here in the stash. Am I going to be able to bring that, though? I could ditch a conger eel in lieu of the pouch of stuff, unless I can try to figure out some sort of configuration that allows me to keep both. There we go. Alright, I'm full up, so let's get back to safe harbor. Oh, there's... Alright, mental note to self. The southern tip of Gale Cliffs have, like, wrecks and stuff like that. I'm gonna hit this wreck, though. Usually the artifacts that you find in these wrecks are small, like signet rings and the like. So they're not so space... Yeah, a little citrine ring. They're not so space intensive. Oh, and I'm being chased. Let's go. Bite me, biggin. But don't, please. Hello again. Is this your family crest? You found it! I never thought I'd see this beauty again. But now, I have a further favor to ask. Would you take this to my brother in Ingval? Tell him his brother is sorry and would like to come home. Also, am I being camped? Yes, okay, it's following me still. So one thing that's going to be important is that I put one of these conger eels away, so I don't sell it, because I need one to rot. This one's smaller, so I'll sell the bigger one. Put the artifacts away, because I have to sell this to the trader back in the Marrows, and then this refined metal can go into the floating dock upgrade. One more thing I don't have to buy. My net caught some basic boring fish. And let's go talk to the whaler. Gonna replace these traps too. The mouth of the deep trap I'm gonna leave there because it was huge and it lasts a very long time. So I put it somewhere where I wouldn't have to periodically check on it too often. What is it? I believe this crest is yours. Gods, I haven't seen this since... So he did take it. I knew it. Your brother is sorry. Will you let him come home? I don't know if I was in the right state of mind when he left. Okay, fine. He can stay in my old workshop, at least for the time being, but I'll need some time to clear it out. While I'm doing that, perhaps you can do something for me. See, I've been trying to clear some debris in the pathways through the cliffs to make a shortcut with explosives. I was able to set a charge, but the cliffs seemed particularly unsteady that day, so I didn't risk detonating it. You just need to get in there and set it off. It's not so far in. I left some yellow flags nearby. You can't miss it. Right, let's do that for him. So this would be the Hermitage pursuit. And I'm still waiting on Best Before. I do have the conger eel. I'm just waiting for it to rot. Because until that thing is rotten, she's not going to want it. So let's check on that eel. It is stale, so it's getting there, but it's not quite there yet. So here is the flags. Oh, and my jet drive just got damaged. So I light the fuse. The debris crumbles away, and I should let the whaler know. So this is a shortcut to the inner section of the island. I got a doubloon. Oh, you know what? I'm not going to risk this. My boat is super banged up right now. The falling rocks did way more damage than I thought. I thought it was just the one engine section, but it's the whole dang boat just got blown up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ouch, there goes all my monies. Eel is still stale, so let's go talk to the whaler. Oh, jeez. Watch where you park your rock, dude. You've done it! I heard the blast from here. Gods, the echo. I'm surprised the cliffs didn't come down on my head. They did? But okay. Go tell my brother that he can come home. Your brother forgives you. He found you a place to stay. He does? That's a huge weight off my chest. One so old, I hardly remembered it was there. Right, well, I'm packed and ready to go. You can hang out with the fish. The hermit climbs, I called him a crab. The hermit climbs aboard. So let's bring him back to town. Well, here we are. The hermit notices the old whaler standing on the dock, waiting for him. Little brother, you're home. I'm so sorry. I was so foolish. We both were. Come inside. Let me grab your bags. The two brothers walk away from down the dock. One of them pauses for a moment, turns back to you. Oh, stranger, if you find any more debris that needs clearing, I'm working on making some more packed explosives. Come by the old whaling yards anytime. So here are the whaling yards. And he will sell me explosives. So I'm going to buy some extras because I like blowing up things. All right, that conger eel is probably rotted by now. Yep, it is rotting, so let's bring this over to the Ingfeller. Here's that aged conger eel you asked for. This will do wonderfully. And she really paid me for it. Quite a lot. So, current pursuits. Search for relics. So that's what I'm going to be working on. So I'm looking for a music box in the Gale Cliffs. And if I open up the map, it does indeed have a location associated. There's more things to do in the Gale Cliffs, but at least I'll do that first. So here's an example of things to do. And Mop, thank you for the sub. The explosives can be used to clear out debris. So I bought explosives for $36, and this explosive gave me access to refined metal, which would have cost me $450. So a pretty good bargain, I think. Pretty good. And then also there's the matter of the music box. Boom. You can see the interaction spots look a little different. This one has like the red bubbles, indicating it is of increased importance. I'll show you the color scheme in just a minute, though. So here's that music box. So in the options here, in accessibility, you have different colors for, like, you know, things that are negative, important, positive, and emphasis. And you can choose colors to suit your own likings or color blindness or whatever. A question for you. What should I do? Explore more of the Gale Cliffs, or continue the main quest line, or upgrade the boat? What do you think is more important here? There's a lot of sort of tucked in and out of the way hidden side quests. I figured I should mention that that you can explore for. But if I wanted to upgrade the boat, I would need some more lumber and also a lot more money. So while you guys vote, I can look for some lumber. This area might be slightly tapped out for lumber. As long as that big old ugly massive mega fish isn't trying to eat me, I'll dredge whatever I can get. Oh, I hear it. It's right behind me, isn't it? It heard me insult it, and it's come to eat me, isn't it? Oh, yep, there it is. And jet drive. And another cargo spot is disabled. But I'm going to risk it for a little bit more scrap. An aberrant conger eel. Nice. Alright, let's get back to dock. I'm gonna blow you up. So underneath the creepy cliff house, there's some debris as well. No! There goes my metal scraps. That's what you get from being very paranoid. Ouch. That repair bill, man. That was rough. Alright, upgrade the boat. Man, my trawl nets have not been doing anything. So if you guys want me to upgrade the boat, I am going to make the decision to leave the Gale Cliffs behind because I haven't really been finding a lot of lumber out there anymore. So let's try actually some of these non-destination point islands between named islands, these sort of side islands. And I'll fish up any deep oceanic fish that I happen upon. And if you're wondering, I've like full completionist this game, so I know I have a no spoilers up, but that's just for the benefit of the people trying to enjoy the story as it progresses. You don't need to point out like where specific things are. Like I know it's there in that cove, for instance, and how that works. Another way to make a good amount of scratch is to go back to the trader in Little Marrow, because I have a decent amount of artifacts. Oh, that was dumb. A decent amount of artifacts to sell that I collected from the Gales. And then I have the crab pots to pick back up, too. And as Fangface mentions, the south edge campsite area with all the wrecks. Let me interact with this event, though. So I will mention this is a timed event, sort of. If you don't do this, you'll fail. So you approach a hooded figure. Dirty gold robes obscured all features except for a pair of withered and blackened hands. Fishermen, deep calls respond. Their voice gurgles with the sound of fluid in their lungs. An answer. The hooded figure holds out a scroll. They tap at a shape depicted. It looks like a red snapper. So it's asking for red snapper. So if you don't do this in time, they die. So if you start this, finish it. There's only a few quests in the game that will fail, but this would be one of them. And there's actually 4 of these figures. This is just one of 4. So there's the red snapper. So I'm going to be helping the gold figure. Well, upgrade the boat and help the gold figure. Alright, they want a fangtooth. I don't have one, so let's go find one. And if you're ever wondering where to find these things, you can always go to your encyclopedia. And in this case, if I go to the pursuit and just visibly take a look, this is an abyssal type catch. So knowing that this is an abyssal type catch, I'm sort of in a catch-22 because I don't have the ability to catch abyssal just yet. So if I don't want to fail this, I need to proceed to down the main quest line. I forgot that that this one has that requirement. There is one of these hooded figures closer to the starting area, which wouldn't have such a quest line requirement. Hey, Chelsea, thank you for the resub. 3 years. Cheers. So I think what I'll try to do is to do the figured quest by unlocking the ability to catch abyssal. So what I'm going to do now is just to sell off all the things I don't need on my boat and pick up these crab traps because I'm leaving. Really? My crab trap is in the middle of this rock. Okay. That seems punitive, at best. I will rest until the morning, because I can't recover that. So the figures aren't going to die immediately. You do get a fair bit of time before you fail, but, like, don't sleep on it. So as you can see, I can't research Abyssal yet. It comes with progress in the storyline. So let's pack everything up and continue the story. So I'm repairing the traps and then storing them so I don't have to use the space, selling off all the crabs. And then we'll head over to the collector to proceed in this story. And yeah, I'm getting the big trap too. Any wood I happen upon will also be put towards the upgrade. Oh man, look at this. Oh, it's not even going to let me swap. Reminds me of those, like, sliding puzzle things, you know? There we go, I got it. Except I can't actually physically pick up the trap itself. So, I'll be back. For one of those, like, slider puzzles where you have to get the puzzle all looking the right way, but you can only move one piece at a time. But yeah, that big trap is a really nice passive income. 200 just for letting it sit there. There's also some parts of the quest line that will require you to trap stuff, so having like a giant trap that you can ignore for a while is quite nice. Mouth of the Deep. So I'm heading for Blackstone Isle, which is straight ahead. Oops, I probably need to put this in my inventory. Also, research. So we have rods, pots, and nets. I could also save it. So if you vote rods, I'll probably save it for this rod here. If you vote pots, it's going to be one of the basic pots, and nets would be maybe towards the oceanic nets, but I'm not really sure. So you returned. I wasn't sure you were coming back. You drag the massive music box into the room. Gouging the wooden floorboards beneath it, the collector doesn't seem to mind. He's focused on the box. You found it. This at the cliffs, didn't you? Yes. Ah, excellent. This should make future return journeys a little more swift. Allow me. He selects one of the silver ribbons trailing from the crimson-bound book, opening to an unseen page. Turning to catch the dim light, he whispers the words on the page. After a few seconds, you feel your stomach drop suddenly. As though thrown high by a wave, he closes the book and turns his attention back to you. Now, there's yet more relics to find. Keep looking. Ability unlock, Manifest, which allows me to return and teleport back to this manor. The reef at Stellar Basin may have caught some of the accumulated wreckage. Look around that area. I'll mark their location on your map. All right. So that is to the southwest. I also have some fish to sell, so I'm going to do that first. And then any... Oof. Well, this is... There we go. And then any wood that I find, I'll scoop up for the ship upgrade. Because it's the last requirement. 1 minute left to vote in that poll. Lighthouse Keeper is waiting for me on the dock. She looks displeased. I saw you sailing out to the horizon, crossing that deep expanse. Did you really think that was wise? It was fine. Maybe this time, but you need to be more careful. Even you, with all of your experience, truly cannot know the ocean. Abruptly, she walks away, scans the water with her eyes, and walks along the dock. It's definitely the wrong time of day to head out for the Stellar Basin, but no risk, no reward. Oh. That's some wood, isn't it? Please be more than one. It says low. Please allow me to pull 2. Nothing would breed me more happiness. Oh, of course. I get research parts. Nice, but not exactly what I was hoping for. And it's depleted. Alright, maybe I can find one more somewhere. Not one of those creepy boats. Nobody likes the creepy boats. Now with the teleportability, one of the huge benefits of that is I get scared. Well, I'm out of there, dude. And it's a really good way to, you know, if you have like major engine failure or something like that and you're not moving very fast, it's not too far to sail from that island to the shipyard over here. So it's a good, like, oh crap, I'm, you know, in deep water and in bad trouble type solution. So you say save up for rods. So I'll save one of these research for this rod, once it's unlockable. And the other one, I'm just going to get one of these pots. I'm going to grab a hardy pot. So I'm heading out for the Stellar Basin, which is to the southwest, so that the hooded figure doesn't expire. But if you see wood, let me know. I didn't see any on the coast coming out this way. Oh, but that's a sailfish. Okay. Detour. Oh, it's a trophy, too. Oh, I got it! Nice. Alright, got some wood. This island has obviously a lot more to dredge up, but I'd like to make it to the next area before it gets too dark. For my safety. But you'll start to see new biome fish. So here is abyssal fish, deep underwater. Oh, I also forgot to turn all the treasures into the trader, but money is not what's holding me up on the next upgrade. It was just wood, I think. I don't have space for that. If I recall correctly, there are... Oh, this isn't what I need. There are 2 messages in a bottle for me to read. So, it's not exactly safe to hang out here. It looks very creepy. Very, kraken-y, if you will. So this new haul gives me 1 more additional impact and 9 cargo spaces. Hell yeah. What to unlock for the boat? So we have some choices here. Rods, nets, cargo, engine, light. So here's all the wonderful additional space I've got. It's not exactly symmetrical, but yeah, whatever. I'm in a new zone, so it'd be wise for me to drop the traps to start to collect whatever's new here. Start to make that passive income. Nice and convenient right around the merchant. And then, because I know what's going on... Oh, look at that. That's creepy, isn't it? Shiver me timbers. There's some new species to fish. But I'm going to focus on the yellow figure now. So I don't fail that by timeout. Hello, I wasn't expecting visitors. Who are you? I'm a fisherman. I thought you had that look, but fishermen all the way out here? Strange. Well, it's a pleasure to meet you, all the same. Haven't seen another soul in months. In fact, I could use your help. I was collecting samples to study. Originally posted at the research outpost, but it was attacked. A large creature emerged from the depths and destroyed the outpost. Now it rests in the center of the basin. I fled here, and I've been making do with best I can. But she wants glowing octopus, and then aurora jellyfish and firefly squid. So current priority is help the researcher and gold figure. Whoa, just dodged you. Alright, cargo will be the next upgrade. That's 2. Oops. Actually, I think I could do it here. Alright, so I also now have the trawl nets as well. And the crab traps I set up probably have pretty good yield. So let me head back to them and check those out too. Dump the trawl nets out. We got some barracuda. I didn't take note at what it costs to upgrade the next cargo, but I'm assuming it's going to be some wood. Pretty much cargo is like wood. You know, light bulbs are going to require more metal scrap, so on and so forth. So there's a common theme amongst the upgrades of what kind of resource they're going to require. So cargo is usually wood and cloth. So getting this should help. Oof. That sucked. I was so close to snagging this and fail. Thank you for tuning in to Dredge, which originally streamed live on Twitch April 4th and April 5th. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you'd like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you'd like to join my gaming community, Rhadamant.com also has a link to Discord, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you in next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow fishermen,